For more videos like this, please subscribe.
YouTube! Troystarz trucking. Oh, man. How can I start this? First, I want to thank everyone, each and everyone, for still being here. And the reason I said still being here, I haven't posted over a month. And I saw my subscribers list going up. You know, I still saw my views going up. So I really appreciate each and everyone that really stick around throughout that time. So you know what this means. I have so much to say to you guys. I have so much to fill you guys in with. I don't know where to start. But I'm going to get started. Now, in this video, basically, this is a long, drawn-out video that I should have posted before I go on that drastic. Someone commented and said, MIA. Took me a while, but he said that means I'm missing in action, right? So someone commented and said, you know, MIA, Troystarz, MIA, you know what I mean? I'm like, MIA. I know the abbreviation, but I didn't remember it was missing in action, but that one was a good one. Anyway, I am back, and I really apologize but I had to do it. You know what I mean? I had to take some time off. Was something more on a personal side than, you know, it's not necessarily work or anything like that. You know what I mean? It was more on the personal side. So I had to take some time off just to deal with it. Just to make sure I solved that problem. Which it is solved now. So I'm back with you guys. Now, I still haven't told you guys what this video is about. How can I not? Anyway, this video is about the Mack Truck review. We're going to review this truck. And if it's their first time here with Troystarz trucking, you know, you can consider subscribing. I mean, I'm not going to be absent for this long again, right? This is a promise I made maybe twice. But anyway, we are back, and this video is a brand new video. Now in today's I don't know today's when, but we're gonna review the Mack Truck. So I'm gonna talk about things that I like, things that I don't like, you know what I mean? What my experience is with the Mack Truck, and if you should buy one, or if you should even consider looking at the Mack Truck, going out there to buy one, and what is my overall full thoughts about the Mack Truck compared to the Volvo truck that I had before. So we're going to get into some details. We're going to talk a lot about the Mack, but nevertheless, stay tuned, guys. We will be right back.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So
YouTube, Troystarz. Now we're gonna go over this review of the Mack Truck. So why am I doing this video? I'm doing this video just to clear the hair, you know what I mean? Some of my subscribers know what's going on, and also curious people that may be thinking about buying a Mack Truck, if they should go ahead and do it, yes or no. You know what I mean? I'm just filling you guys in with my experience so far with the 2015 Mack, and also what I think about it, you know what I mean? The comfort of it, drive, everything. You know what? That's just, you know. All right. You guys, most of you guys already know the truck. See the truck already. You know what I mean? Know when I got it. You know what I mean? And also know most of what's going on, even though I was absent for a while. So far with the Mack Truck, I have no complaints, to be honest with you guys. I have no complaints whatsoever. It behave like our used truck should behave. And what I mean by that, like any used truck you buy, you will have some, you know, something to fix. You know what I mean? Let's do it like that. New or used. But so far I only have one major problem with this truck, and it was the DEF pump. The DEF pump went out on me. You know what I mean? That's my first fix on the truck, my DEF pump. And no, I'm lying, not my first fix. My first fix was the tank. The tank, you guys already know I did I reseal, like I go and get the tank. Well, the tank was leaking, you guys already know this, right? I fixed the tank, right? And the other thing that I fixed was one shock, we call this, if you can see underneath this thing right here, this is a cap shock. I replaced this cap shock. And also there was a rockling or a how can I pronounce that word? How can I say it? Rockling or okay, whenever I make a corner and the cab rock, I hear this clung sound, but it's only when the cab rock. Like, you know, when you know, like you would have made a left or a right turn, you hear a clung, but you more hear it when you make a left turn, right? Once you make that left or right, yeah, left turn, and the cab rock to the right, then you hear a clung, but only when you make corners. When you're driving straight, everything is good. And that noise take me like 4 days to find out what was happening. But what my mechanic did was to rock the cab on both sides. You know what I mean? Rock it like really hard. Like he hold right here of the cab and rock it hard. You know what I mean? He just hold on that bar thing at the side of the truck, and it rocked the cab really hard. And that's when we could hear the noise that I was trying to explain. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to explain, but I didn't know what was making the noise. So, but I know it was underneath the truck, and I'm trying to explain what the noise is and all that. And enough been said. What we found out is, as you can see, that shock is not changed, as because you can see that you have some rust on it, right? On that shock right there. But the thing beyond the shock, like in front of the shock, that bar that you see go across underneath the truck there, that's stable. We can call it stabilizer bar, but there's a different name for it. It's a, what kind of bar is this? It's not the stabilizer bar, but you can call it the stabilizer bar, but it is extremely underneath the truck. That what the bushing in it went out. If you can look good, you can see that bar that runs straight across to the other side of in front of the two shocks. That's where the noise was coming from. So I had to get that bar changed, and that bar was like $250 something. It's something like this, but this is a stabilizer bar, right? It's something like this. It's a stabilizer bar, this one, but the one underneath the truck is there's another name for it. You guys can see, we can see that number on it. That's to tell you it's a new one. You can see the number. I don't know if that's a part number. Maybe it's a part number, right? But that's the number. That's what was making the noise, and I got it changed, right? So you can see there the part number. I think it's 2115130. I think it's a part number that. So yeah, that's what was making the noise, and yeah, we got it changed. Now, that being said, I know you guys are seeing the Landstar trailer and maybe saying to yourself, Troy, I know on your Instagram I saw where you have your own authority, or I saw where your logo is on a new truck. Did you buy a truck? Did you start your own thing? I'm not gonna answer that question yet, because this video is about the review of the Mack truck. If you want to know more about that, stay tuned, and also subscribe to my YouTube.
Like this, please subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel, but please follow me on Instagram. You know, it's Troystarz Trucking. No, Troystarz, not Trucking. Troystarz with a Z on Instagram, and you will see some newer updates than beforehand. You're gonna come to my YouTube channel, but beforehand you will see it on my Instagram. But nevertheless, let's finish up with this truck. Now, the Mack truck. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. This truck, to be honest, is a good buy. I hear a lot of news out there. Buying the Mack truck, Troy, are you crazy? Troy? But I have no problem. To be honest with you guys, I have no, other than the DEF, right? And other than those little minor things that I tell you guys, I did nothing more on the Mack. Before I said I did nothing more. Some other things are coming back to me. Okay. Let me calm myself down a bit. Let me try to remember. Normally I should write down everything that I'm going to talk to you guys about, but yet still I'm just talking it from free hands, right? But anyway, yes, I did change this. You guys already know who is on my channel. The ear to hear, I was hearing a different sound from my turbo, like it was sucking here. And when I go to get it checked out, they have to change what is this called, the ear to hear, the cooler. That video is on my channel, so you guys know everything that I've done and that I've fixed on the truck so far. But other than that, there's nothing more that I've done. Make sure, you know what, let me look first before I say that again. But yeah, that was a big fix. This was a big fix too, but the DF pump was a bigger fix because the DF pump was 2,600. And after I got it fixed for 2,600, it still go out again. It's still like when I fix it after 4 days, I have to reach back to the dealer. The same DF pump that they changed, they have to change it again. You know what I mean? And I get a different DF pump. You know what I mean? So the same DF pump was changed. It changed twice, and the second change was for free because it was under warranty, because you know it was just 4 days after it already changed. So that was it. But I had no problem. It just take up some of my time, but other than that, they fix it, and from that fix, everything is good. And my engine, now my engine is okay. I like it. It's running good. I have no problem. You know what I mean? There's no engine check light that came up, and you know, knock on engine, there's no engine light that came up on this truck so far about anything to do with the engine itself. You know, other than no we're talking beyond the DF pump, right? We're not talking about the DF pump. We know we got that engine light when the DF pump wasn't working, so we're not talking about that now. We're talking about just the engine itself and what else I had to do, you know what I mean? So there's nothing more. Now, I was just going over the engine. I'm just looking at some little nicks knocks. And when I said nicks knocks, things that you can, like, you don't have to pay so much attention to it, but you guys know me already. I like to keep the truck in the same condition. Not necessarily the same condition that I get it, but the same condition that it's supposed to be in when it's brand new. Now, what am I talking about now is this. If you guys can look, I don't know if you guys can see, but if you can see right here, there's some things that rotten. You can see where this part here is rotten, or you can say it's rotten in a way. And what it should look like is, if you can see right here, you see this piece right here, it is rusty. And if I carry my hand down on it, I can break it off. You see? If you can see it's moving. Yeah, that is rusty. And if you look all the way down, focus, if you look all the way down on the engine underneath here, you can see another part where my hand is right here. I need a little heat shield. This is a heat shield underneath. It's under where the above the starter. The starter is below this. But above the starter, there's a heat shield right here that is also rusty in a way. As you can see, it's if I have my hand on it and it's peeling off, it's breaking, right? That I bought those two parts already. I'm going to show you them. It's in the truck. And the piece that I try to explain, this one right here, this one go all the way. It's a long stretch, go all the way down to the back, and it protect. I'm guessing, because right here is where the exhaust manifold is. Exhaust manifold. Yeah, that's where the manifold is. and it protect the up. It's a heat shield, but it's just rotten away. So you guys may ask, why did the heat shield rotten away, and why would I even pay attention to just that little part that, you know, basically is not there anymore? So I'm gonna climb on the truck and show you guys what was happening. I didn't get a chance to video what was happening, really, but I didn't get a chance to video what was happening, right? But I fixed the problem. But let me explain to you guys. Hopefully you guys understand what's going on. And I know you guys are gonna say, why didn't you use a black color? Okay, this is it. This here is the drain that the water run through whenever you wash or whenever it rain, right? But in between here wasn't the problem. The problem was between this wiper blade right here. If you can look between this wiper blade right here, it is like a U circle was there. After the U circle, this U circle right here, when the water go in and full up here, it drip past the hose, because normally it should go in this hose right here, this hose that come out of this drainage, this drain pull. It looking like this, right? But it's beyond this wiper blade right here. But whenever it full, it go on to this U circle, where you see the silicone is, and drain underneath, and then drain on the engine. And as you can see, there's the heat shield again. You can see a better look at the heat shield. So it drain on the heat shield, that would be right here, rotten the heat shield away, start draining on the turbo. You can see those rotten things. You know, this is salt and water and window washer and everything running down on the engine. So that's when it reach all the way to the heat shield, straight down, that cover up that is above the starter right there. So it rotten those areas away, and what was causing it was the water that was passing by here and not going through this thing right here, this hose. It was basically just running down on the side of the engine, running down at the side of the truck, dripping down on the engine, and basically rotting the heat shields away. And you know it's gonna do more damage, right? So I found that out because when I was driving the truck, whenever I washed the truck, I saw a water sign, like a fuel tank with a water drop-in sign. I'm gonna show you guys on the screen because I remember taking a picture of it, so I'm gonna put it in the editing so you guys can see what I'm trying to explain. But it's a gas tank with a like a rainfall or a water drop to the gas tank. But whenever that happens is whenever I wash the truck or whenever rainfall, you will see that sign come up. So after I fix this, the sign stop. But after the engine get warm and everything, the sign will go away, right? The sign is not going to be there forever. But whenever you wash the truck, it's going to come back, and whenever it's rain, it's going to come back. But this was causing it. It was dripping down from here, going to the engine and wetting the engine and whatnot. And the truck was basically saying, listen, I'm getting wet. I don't know. But after it got fixed, that sign was no longer acting up. Is this enough review to have you guys buying the truck? Or is this a review that you guys are open to hear? I don't know, but let me finish. Like I said before, when I was looking at the truck before I actually get it, I was hearing my subscribers telling me not to get this truck because the Mack truck is giving so many problems with some basic stuff. I'm not gonna say I'm not paying attention to my subscribers, but after owning my Volvo truck over going 4 years now, I realize that most truck owners just drive. You know what I mean? That's all they do is drive, and whenever there's a problem, they take it to a dealer or they take it to a shop, but they don't really pay that deep attention to the truck to have most of the stuff getting fixed, either by themselves or paying attention to it so you can figure out, you know, knowing by yourself what are the problems with the truck and try to get to the bottom of it and try to, you know, solve that problem before it get deeper. Me saying that is, it doesn't really matter if it's a Mack truck, a Volvo truck, a Peterbilt, a Kenworth, whatever truck it is, it doesn't really matter. If the owner before wasn't taking care of that truck, or if you yourself not taking care of the truck, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems. That being said, let's get back to the truck. Okay. Now, the Mack truck is basically giving me a run for my money. And when I said giving me a run for my money, the price that I paid for this truck was a good deal, right? And so far I'm getting this, if I had bought a newer truck, I'd have getting the same run, the same loads. It's not like if you have a newer truck or you have a more expensive truck, the load is gonna get more. It's not like the load is gonna get more expensive, right? Because you have an expensive truck. The load is gonna be the same rate. So you have to consider what you want to do, right? We know we go over this already, but I like to sink it in. I like to I like to go over the words that I said already, because I want you guys to really understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going. Because as soon as you guys get out here, you're gonna one day say, you know what, Troystarz know what he was saying. And then you're gonna send me a message and be like, thank you for that video that you did. I really appreciate it, because you actually experienced what I was saying yourself, right? And even if you're getting a better experience having your new truck, nevertheless, maybe you know what you're doing, and maybe you're in that position to take care of your needs along with that truck, so you can say as it is. But don't come on the channel and beat down on the smaller guys, or the guys that are coming from scratch, you know what I mean? Because in every situation there are levels. You have to understand your levels, right? You have to understand the level that you are at, to know what you can do with your, you know what I mean? In the ending of this video, I'm gonna talk about something. I'm gonna address comment that was made. I know YouTube had blocked the comment, but I can actually see it if I want to go where the comment is. But I actually saw a first-hand part of the comment. One of the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the spray. Remember the spray that I used on the truck, on the chassis, to like give it a different, to hide, basically hide. Someone leave a comment and said it's a makeup for the truck. Makeup. So yeah, so the spray that I used to do a makeover or a makeup for the truck, this part was showing some rusty side of it, you know what I mean? And I used the spray and I sprayed these areas. It was showing some rust. The truck is not basically clean now. You can see there's a lot of dirt or dust on it, you know, because it's raining over the past weekend. So you're not gonna see a lot, but if you look, you know, close, they're not seeing no rusty areas really. You're just seeing black, you know what I mean, black and dirty, but not rusty. While I was setting up to do this video, I was looking at these thing over the top of the airbag, and I just clean it off and spray the both side. You can see these are the stuff that I, you know, clean off from it. And if you can look down on the ground, you can see some big hair. It's a makeup. You know what I mean? So I just clean the truck up and spray those areas whenever I saw where the rusted thing is. So I did, and yes guys, I did buy my wire brush. So I did use a wire brush to, let me open this side of the truck and show you guys that yes, I did listen to my subscribers. They said, Troy, why you didn't buy a wire brush and clean the truck properly before you spray it? So yes, I did buy a wire brush, you can see, I did buy a wire brush with a scraper on it, so I scrape away the rust, rub away the rust with the wire brush. And this is the spray that I use. You guys already know this, you know what I mean, but I'm just showing you guys again. This is the spray that I use. So yeah, just open the side of the truck and show you guys what's up. So I'm gonna go inside the truck now. I'm gonna break down everything, and we're gonna, you know, discuss more on this. But nevertheless, this is where I'm at with the Mack truck, and I have no issues, I have no problem. And like I said, knock on engine, the truck is going good so far. And yeah, I like the choice that I made to buy this truck. I love that choice that I made. Yeah, before we finalize or get out the truck, because I'm gonna go on the inside and finish up this video. Now, inside the truck, we didn't talk about inside the truck, and what was my concern with before I purchased the truck is not so much of a concern after all, because now that I have the truck and I'm inside there, in and out, I experience what it's like. Now, inside the truck is a bit smaller than the Volvo truck that I was in. You know, you guys who already know, and if you may not know, I was in the 780, right? The Volvo 780. Now, the Mack basically is a bit smaller. Now, the storage that is above here is good, because here is right here that you're looking at is a storage. From, if you go around the back and go up, there's a storage around there. You guys should have seen this when I first got the truck, right? Now, so the problem that most people had was the dashboard and the plastic. They said this was, you know, some plastic feeling. I don't know which one of the truck was that, but I'm not feeling any. These are feeling like glass to me. You know, these are feeling like glass. So this is not a plastic. Maybe some come with plastic, like, well, or maybe it's a hard plastic, but I don't have a problem with the plastic that is here. You know what I mean? That would be the dashboard itself, or the glass that is behind here. It's not, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's hard plastic, but this is not how can I say this? This is not what driving the truck at the moment. The glass is not the truck, you know what I mean? Basically, I love the interior of the truck. I love the design. It's quite different. It's a bit different than the regular, you know what I mean? Now, as for the noise, you know, sometimes when you start the truck, you will hear that squeak, or if you go in a hole or whatnot, you will hear that squeak, like you can hear the plastic dashboard rubbing together. Now, what is causing that problem? Because that was also an issue for me, like inside the truck with a lot of noise. When I first got the truck, to be honest with you guys, I was experiencing the noise when the truck will shake, when it rattle. You can hear the actual dashboard like it's falling apart, you know what I mean? So that would indicate that it's a cheap build, you know what I mean? That's what it would indicate, that it's a cheap build. Maybe it is, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna lie with you, I love the interior, I love the leather feeling, I love the door panels, I love, even around there is dark, so you guys not gonna able to see, but I love the design of the truck. It's a Mack, so you have to expect what a Mack truck come with. If you're not a truck person, or you just, you know, just loving only one truck, then you may have a problem. But for me, my biggest concern was my head hitting the ceiling or the roof. And now that I get inside the truck, it is not so bad after all. My head never, because I'm aware of, you know, what is up there, you know what I mean? I'm aware of it, so I never actually bumped my head in it. It was always, it was good, you know what I mean? The next thing, to solve the problem about the shake, the dashboard and stuff, all you need to do is to keep your truck clean. But what do I mean? Not only sweeping out the truck or wiping down, use an Amaral. When you spray the Amaral on the truck, in between the creases also, while getting the truck clean, when you use the Amaral and squeeze, maybe the Emerald oil, the parts that are moving, I don't know. But I spray the Emerald. I just do it. Just spray the Emerald all over. Spray the Emerald in the creases. And what do I call Emerald? That thing, well, this is what I'm using now. It said it protect plastic, and it's a Emerald, and it says they have a UV protection. If you can look at it good, I don't know if this is may make a difference. I'm gonna leave a link for this in the description, but I use this on my dashboard and the trims. You see, dashboard and trims. And to be honest with you guys, when I use this, I just spray it in between the creases of the truck, and I wipe it down, and I spray in between here and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I spray between the creases there, you know, spray, and I do my regular cleaning. But right after finish that, I realized that there is no noise in the truck, and I also let it soak, because I normally clean my dashboard. I spray the Emerald on it and leave it overnight. So I normally clean, like, you know, maybe I'm going to sleep, or maybe, you know, I going home, like I'm finished with my truck, I'm going to park my truck now, then I'll clean my truck out. I don't leave it dirty, you know what I mean? And then I will spray it down with the Emerald. I will let Emerald sit there for overnight sometimes, and then come back the next day and clean it. I wake up in the morning and clean it. But nevertheless, the Emerald soak through the creases, and I don't hear any more. And I don't hear any more rattling sound or shaking sound or whatever what the complaint was about. I don't hear anymore. So I just want to do this part of the video of inside of the truck. Anything else you guys want to know about the truck, leave it in the comment area. I will surely talk about it. And when I get home, I will finish with this video, and then we're just gonna complete the whole entire review of the Mack Truck. So thanks for tuning in. It's about Troystarz. YouTube. So we're back. We're back with, you guys should see what you should see already, you know what I mean? But we are here now to just finalize it, just to come to a conclusion, you know what I mean? I definitely want to know what you think so far, because, you know, we can talk. We can talk about it, right? And if you would buy a Mack truck, or if you own a Mack truck already, thumbs up, you know what I mean? Let me know. Also, tell me the truck that you're driving now. Tell me the truck that you're looking at, you know what I mean? Tell me what your preference, you know what I mean? And also, what hair truck would you buy if you're just starting off? I want to know your, if it didn't start already, I want to know which year you're looking towards buying, you know what I mean? Also, if you already started, tell me the first truck you buy, what year was it, and how it's going so far. I want to know, you know what I mean? So just give me some ideas and leave me some comments of, you know, the truck that you're currently running. If you're a company driver, still let me know the truck that you're driving, you know, what, if you like it, if you don't like it, and what year, and also model of the truck, you know what I mean? And if you would buy one for your use. So, you know, let's have a conversation in the comment section. So let's get more in details of maybe what I didn't talk about, or, you know, even though I think I go over everything already, we just gonna now finalize what is, you know what, you know what I mean? Like, okay, maybe the question is, if I would buy a next Mack truck, and my answer is yes. If I think I made the right choice, my answer is yes. If I would recommend someone to buy a Mack truck, the answer would be yes. But all those yes answers come with varies, you know, like, do your work, do your homework. And I'm not gonna just leave it at do your homework. What is the homework? The homework is find out what here the Mack truck give the most problem. It is out there on YouTube, you know what I mean? Find out what company, which company use Mack truck. Find out if those companies continue to buy Mack trucks, you know what I mean? Talk to a mechanic, go to a Mack truck dealer, you know what I mean? Not necessarily just Mack truck, any truck you're looking at, just go to the dealer, go in there, ask some questions, You know what I mean? Go to a used truck dealer, ask the same questions. You know what I mean? If you're already a company driver, which I think you are, if you're already a company driver, find out more info about the truck that you're looking into buying. If the one that you're driving is not the truck that you're looking, towards. So ask the questions. So if you're a company driver and you're driving the truck, and the truck that you're driving, you're telling yourself, you know what, I'm gonna get a truck like this because I'm already used to it. I know most about it. Try to follow up with everything that happened to the truck. Like, find out why the truck went into the shop. Find out if they did anything to the truck when you come back at work. Like, maybe you go on you go on your reset break. Find out from the mechanic when you're back if, is the truck running good? What do you guys did to the truck? Did you service the truck? Did you grease the truck? You know what I mean? Did you change any parts? You know what I mean? Find out all those information so it can help you in the long run. Also, some of you guys, that is already with a company is already driving a new truck. So most of the experience from the new truck is not what you're gonna get from the used truck. You know what I mean? And so it's kind of a little bit harder to like tell you guys to judge the truck that you're driving with and compare to what you're gonna buy, unless you're gonna buy a new truck, which that's another story, which I have that video on my channel, so you can go ahead and check it out. It's called New Truck versus Used Truck. You can check it out and see if you're there. Now, I mentioned earlier that in the video, I mentioned that all these videos, all of us have levels, right? Levels in terms of where we're at in our lives. You know what I mean? In where we're at. Like, for example, what can we afford? Along with our lifestyle and how we're living now, what can we afford? Now, I'm not straying away from the topic, but I'm just trying to make a point here. Someone leave a comment on one of my videos, and that video, I'm going to leave it in the description, but that video was called "If You Should Buy a Truck When You Leave School, Training School." And in that video, I try to break down why I think you should wait, or why I think you should go with a company, you know what I mean? And why I think you should see if this is something that you want to do before you get out here, right? Someone leave a comment on that video, even though YouTube had blocked the comment, but someone leave a comment on that video. And the person mentioned it was a waste of time watching the video, right? Now, I'm okay with comments like these because I want to know where I go wrong or where I can improve, right? But when I finish, but that was just the headline of the comment. But when I read the rest of the comment, the person was saying, right after he leave training school, he went and buy his truck and he's going good now. He is doing well out there, right? Now, I try to kind of think, like, looking back at my video, try to understand what he mean or he meant when he said waste of time watching this, because basically I'm telling him not to go buy your own truck, to be a company driver first. And then you go ahead in the same comment and he said his cousins and his family, they're in trucking and they advise him to go ahead and get his truck, and he's doing car hauling and he's doing well. Now, stick a point in everything that he just said in that comment, right? I want to correct him, because maybe he watched the video but he didn't listen to what the video is saying. Maybe he saw the title but he didn't watch it out to the end. In that video, I break down everything, right? I break down the levels and I break down where I'm coming from. Now, if he already have family, cousins, uncle, dad in trucking, buying their own truck and doing their own thing, then why would you not get your own truck, since you have a background that you know what's going on. You're not coming out here new. They're already doing it. You see the industry in front of you because they're already doing it, right? As your family. And you're telling me you would be a company driver and not get your own truck and go along with them and, you know, get to learn the what's going on in your surrounding. No, you would be like not thinking right if you choose to, unless you're not with the family like that, if you choose to go do something different, if they're already doing well in what they're doing. So the point that you were trying to make about you waste your time to watch this video, you waste your time to even sit down thinking about watching this video if you have a background like that, you know what I mean? So I always tell, and the reason why I address that comment is because I always tell my subscribers to pay attention to the comment section, because more of my viewers have way more knowledge than me, and they should, you know, read some of the comments and, you know, get more answers from what I'm actually saying in my videos. But when I see this comment, I have to address it, because I don't want my subscribers to see someone with that type of thinking and go ahead and do what the person recommend, you know what I mean? So I try to correct them by telling my subscribers, don't listen to people with those type of thinking, because clearly what he said didn't make sense, you know what I mean? Because if he already have that surrounding, that backative, you know what I mean, that firm standing ground, he could always go ahead and do his thing, because what, he have uncles, families, dad, whatever, to help him gain or to help him be, you know, let him stand on safe ground, you know what I mean? For us, for me, for example, I wouldn't go out there buy my own truck and get out there and then you don't know nothing about what's going on. You know what I mean? You're going to lose and you're going to fail. So being a company driver was the right move for me to make, and the right choice, so that I could play safe, right? Now, most of us, you know what I mean, or some of us are not in my situation. You're way ahead. Like, maybe have more money, maybe have backative, maybe have a way to if you can't make the payments, you can go in your account and make that payments, you know what I mean? And, you know, just go through the struggle and still stay alive. If you're that type of person with that type of funding, then go ahead and enjoy yourself while doing what you're doing, and do not, you know what I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But anyway, like I said, guys, didn't want to stray away from the point, so I'm getting back. The Mack truck was a good buy, and I'm gonna follow up with every single thing that is going on. You guys know me already, who follow my channel know that I don't leave off anything, I don't drop anything. I whatever I fix, I show it. Whatever happened, I mention it, you know what I mean? So far so good. This is what, I guess I own this truck over 6 months now, and those are the problems that I mentioned in the videos earlier, what was going on, and so far I'm going good. Yes, I'm still with Landstar, and I don't want to talk this part, but stay tuned to Troystarz, because I have some exciting news I want to come up with, but I need more videos, so I'm not going to put everything in one video, you know what I mean? So stay tuned. The next video coming up, or more video coming up, we're going to talk about what is going on with Troystarz, and what are the moves that I make over the month and 2 weeks, or the month and a week since I was absent. What happened in between those days? We're going to get to the bottom of it, or why, to the level of it, and continue the journey. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and you know, it's a boy Troystarz trucking.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.